Can someone explain to me how there could be so much drama involved with the Zoey 101 reboot that's not even happening? Not only is Jamie Lynn Spears getting canceled over the Free Britney movement and her lack of support that she's shown her sister these past 13 years, but now her television brother, Paul Butcher, who played Dustin on Zoey 101, is calling her out big time. So let's get into it. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out to my friend Obiscure Nick. They're a Twitter account that does a ton of research on a variety of topics, and some of their research is being used in today's video, so definitely go give them a follow. Their page will be linked below, and they'll be on YouTube soon, so keep an eye out for that. But let's go ahead and get into what has been going on between Paul Butcher and Jamie Lynn. So if you don't know who Paul Butcher is, you may recognize him as Dustin from Zoey 101. He's currently 27 years old, and he is an actor in Hollywood. Honestly, it seems like he does more on TikTok, but he's definitely well known from the show Zoey 101. And of course, Jamie Lynn Spears is the younger sister of Britney Spears, and she played the main character Zoey 101. Definitely having the Spears last name got her in through the door because her acting wasn't that great, even though the show was iconic. And I made a bunch of videos on the show before, so if you guys have not seen those, definitely go check them out. So let's quickly go through what has happened in the past between Paul and Jamie, and then we will get into the recent stuff, because we've actually talked about Paul calling out the reboot before on my channel. Like I mentioned earlier, he loves TikTok, and he posted this TikTok where it showed comments, and one of the comments asked about the reboot. When he responded to it, he said,
"I think we know the answer."
He said, "I think we know the answer," because he was telling his fans, you know what, it's probably not coming back. And there was a little tear emoji he used as well, kind of showing that he's sad about this. Then Paul liked a comment that says that Jamie pretty much knows what's going on with the reboot and nobody else is aware, which is kind of sus because they went and filmed this whole promo for it. So why is it being cut off so quickly? Especially with really successful reboots like the iCarly reboot, you would think that Zoey 101 would be ready to pop off. Not according to Paul, because he actually even commented back when he first posted that original TikTok that yes, his hair is purple, and yes, bye-bye reboot. Keep in mind, guys, this was back in May. That brings us to some of Paul's more recent posts. As you guys know, Britney Spears took to the courtroom on June 23rd and told the judge exactly what she was going through. Well, Paul decided to post this selfie on his story that said #FreeBritney, which again is not a good look for Jamie Lynn Spears since she hasn't supported the movement at all. He also wrote a really sweet message on his Instagram talking about how he looked up to Britney and how he's wishing her the best. You might be wondering, Sloan, okay, well, he can support the Free Britney movement and the whole Zoey 101 situation could be separate, but it really isn't, because it starts connecting and you can see that Jamie Lynn has been painted as a villain in the movement, okay? We can all say that very clearly because nobody likes Jamie Lynn right now, and I don't think that anyone should be sending her hate. I don't condone any of that, but even her former castmates are speaking out against her and supporting her sister when Britney speaks out. Britney posted this on her Instagram, which was calling out people in her life who have done nothing for her, and he shared it on his page and wrote, "Free Britney, say it louder." Paul has been everywhere, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Recently, he liked a tweet that claims that they don't trust anyone in that family, especially not after Britney's testimony to the judge. Britney's testimony was huge, and it really affected so many people, including Paul. Paul posted another TikTok on his page where he talks about pretty much being fooled by the reboot, thinking it was going to happen, but it didn't. I would play it for you guys, but it's got some Drake music, so we cannot play that on YouTube. Again, he's been incredibly active in the comment section. He wrote, "Don't worry guys, we can still have Dustin 101. He continues to support the Free Britney movement and says that she deserves freedom. She can make all of these millions of dollars, yet she's still trapped." Oh my gosh, one right here that's being cut off by me says, "Who's Zoey? I only know Dustin and he was an only child." And he replied with laughing emojis, just pretty much disavowing Jamie Lynn. Here's another one that I'm cutting off, and it writes, Zoey who? Dustin is the main character if you ask me. And he wrote, that's right. So he's trying to take over and have his own show, Dustin 101. Would you guys actually watch a Dustin 101? Comment below, because I would be intrigued. Like, remember when Gibby was going to have his own show, but then that just wasn't picked up? Like, what if Dustin 101 was a thing? Like, that could be a moment. And it's all fun and games to play around with that, but at the end of the day, these are working people in Hollywood who thought they were going to have a job and an income coming in, and that was just taken away from them because Jamie Lynn was selfishly planning the whole show to be hers and her daughter's, which, if you guys have not heard about that, I made a whole video about it. Definitely go check it out, because she was scheming, trying to make the show based about her and her daughter, and at the same time, she scammed a bunch of her fans. Dustin liked this comment on TikTok where they wrote, and she lied to the cast about the reboot and scammed fans out of money. She is not a child anymore, she's a grown woman. And again, he liked that. And he's gotten so fed up with this situation, he posted another TikTok after the last one that we looked at, and he wrote on it that he would not even do a reboot anymore because of what has come out against Jamie Lynn and Brittany, that it just doesn't feel right to him. And again, like that Dustin 101 situation sounds a little bit more realistic.
Sorry, Bart. I can't serve booze to a minor. It ain't right.
I'm here to buy fireworks.
Oh, hell yeah.
And of course, Paul continues to be a savage on social media. On Instagram, he liked to post from a fan account, well, a former fan account, Zoey101 Reboot, and pretty much they wrote the question, what inspired you to start a Zoey101 Reboot? And they wrote Jamie Lynn's reply as money. And then Paul liked this, again suggesting that Paul really thinks that Jamie Lynn was just in it for the money, which is so, like, it just sucks. Like, if you saw that as a friend and you were like, wait, you just took away my like income and job and hyped me up and made me do the stupid music video just so that you can like screw us over or whatever your plan was, I would be fed up. Before we talk about Chris Massey, because he's over here trying to get himself involved in the drama, I do want to mention that last time I wore this shirt, people were like, oh, like, what is it? Blues Clues? People were like saying that it looked like the Blues Clues guy. I'm pretty sure he has a green shirt that's striped, so it's not like this, but maybe it's the vibe. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, Christopher Massey. He played Michael Barrett on Zoey101, and he had something to say about Paul's recent comments. Keep in mind that Chris Massey is the older brother of Kyle Massey, who's currently in so much trouble. We have talked about this before on my channel, so definitely go check that out. It's crazy how all of these things are connected to each other, but these brothers are up to no good. So TMZ caught up with Chris, and they asked him about Paul's like recent posts on social media, and listen to what he has to say, because it sounds like he's got some secret, like, you know, secret connection to Jamie, and he knows more than everyone else.
Not that I'm aware of. I don't think it's canceled.
Because I think Paul Butcher, the other guy, co-star, he said that it's canceled.
No, I've talked to Jamie pretty recently.
Honestly, this reporter is kind of a savage because they bring up the fact that Jamie Lynn's getting a bunch of hate from the Free Britney movement, and they ask this guy Chris, who he obviously doesn't know anything. Like, I don't think this guy actually knows any like tea or anything, but he says that the networks aren't worried about the hate she's been getting and that they're going to be perfectly fine, which is an interesting response, because you guys know that there's a huge petition right now to remove her from the Netflix show, and they actually deleted their Instagram account because they were getting so much backlash. So I would be surprised to see like a network really confident with Jamie Lynn as the face because of her, you know, backlash on Sweet Magnolias, her Netflix show. But listen how confident Chris sounds.
So they're not concerned about the backlash that Jamie Lynn Spears is getting right now?
I don't think so. I know I'm not. I mean, I know the real deal. So I don't think it's nothing to really worry about as far as that.
Chris Massey goes back and forth in this interview. He starts off by saying, yeah, the show's happening, but then he says that he hopes the show is going to be happening.
You know, for me, I've talked to Jamie, and I hope that the show moves forward because it's a great thing that all the people want to see, the fans want to see.
And she wants to do it.
Yeah.
Finally, Chris ends the interview by telling Paul to give him a call, like to like talk it out or something. Again, like, I don't think Chris would be at any like level of superiority when it comes to the hierarchy of like making the rules or the choices. So I find it kind of odd that he's over here like telling Paul to like give him a call, because it's like, wait, what?
So bottom line is the show isn't canceled.
Show is not canceled. Zoey101 is happening, and you know, Paul, talk to me later, man. I'm gonna call you.
Okay.
I don't know anything about what happened and what was said, but I want to figure it out, clear the air, because no, everyone is in good spirit and about the show. And
Like, wasn't that so weird? Like, why is he over here, like, acting like, oh, like, give the boss a call, man? Like, I don't know. I was just getting that vibe from there. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any video ideas for me, here is my email listed below. I was thinking about talking about Jamie Lynn's, like, condo situation, that controversy. If you guys want me to talk about that, let me know. Email me. But until next time, I will see you guys in a new video soon. Go check out my friend Obiscure Nickelodeon on Twitter, and I'll see you guys in a new one. Bye.